Hey everybody, it's What's New at Center Diamond. We have new fabric this week. We've got a few batiks, some new octopus, a panel called Cedar and Sage. Is that right? Yeah, Cedar and Sage, a little patriotic group from Riley Blake, and some sharks from Quilting Treasures. So we'll jump right in. So the sharks are pretty fun. We have a dark blue background. The sharks are running selvage to selvage, and we've got some turquoise, some navy, that's a little bit of purple in it, maybe some tan, and all different kind of sharks. We got hammerheads. I don't know all the different names of the sharks, but I know a hammerhead when I see one. And then someone with gold, so it's very nice. D517, these are $14.95. Then we've got waves with shark fin. And the waves are sort of, there's a line that's kind of turquoise and there's a line that's kind of dark blue. And then the little shark fins are busting through the water there. And that is D518. And then we have just water. And this repeats on itself, so you can see the water and the waves run the length of the fabric, which is kind of nice. So you've got waves and you've got this quieter part, and then it repeats on itself on the other side. So there's a little bit of teal up here, a little turquoise, some dark blue, and some foam from the waves. So that is D519. This group is called Into the Deep. And again, it's $14.95 from Quilting Treasures. Then Riley Blake sends me Patriotic on July 2nd. And this group is called Seasonal. It's part of their seasonal basics. So they're little tiny prints that are seasonal, obviously. We have little firecrackers here that are blue and white, red and white, and then there's a little gold star in there. And they are scattered. And that is D520. These are $12.65. Are they all $12.65? I guess they're a basic line, so that makes sense. That one's D520, sorry. And then D521, we have tiny flags on a red background and a little tiny, tiny star or dot in there that's on white. D521. And then this guy is a little spritzy firework in red and blue. And there are two different colors of blue. There's a lighter blue in there too on a white background. And that is D522. And then some little basics that go with them. We have white stars on that sort of a medium blue. And that is D523. And of course we did these in fat quarters as well. And then we have a little dot that they did in that navy blue and red on a white background. And that is D524. Again, that's Riley Blake, their seasonal basics for $12.65. Alrighty, and then we have Cedar and Sage, D525. Am I gonna be able to get it off the counter? $15.50 for the panel. It's another one of those Quilting Treasures ones they do with animals in blocks. The blocks are 6 by 6. There's no duplicates. They are all unique, and they kind of have an old world feel to them with the florals. Lots of greens, browns, very deep, rich colors. Looks like there's a badger on there, or is that a wolverine? Can't tell. Bears and elk and moose and bunnies and raccoons and squirrels. They put a deer on the bottom with a fawn dots with antlers. Not sure whoever's designing this knows exactly how that works, because I don't think fawns have antlers. So, but anyway, 30 unique pictures, lovely, $15.50, and we have some coordinates that go with. It's a nice little woodland. Okay, so then this one's a little reminiscent of William Morris, except for it's a little too realistic. We've got a little sunflower here, and it's very symmetrical. You can kind of see how they've done a thing that's what makes me think of William Morris. So greens, a deep, it either looks like black or maybe a deep, deep green. Some greens, some golds, some browns in here. And it is definitely directional, running the length of the fabric. And that is D526, $14.95 for that tonal. Or not tonal, a floral piece. And then I did this one in both colorways. So it's trees, again, running the length of the fabric. So we've got a sort of a leafy canopy of a tree, and the trunks are running, again, this way on the fabric. Sort of a really light, greeny, minty sort of a sky, and variety of colors of greens and golds in here. This one, D527. And again, this one is a little easier to see the trees on. The next one, this is the same print, different colorway. Much deeper green as the background. It's almost like it is in the canopy of the trees. So deep green, and then you've got the tree trunks in here as well. Again, running the length of the fabric. D528. Again, that's Quilting Treasures, and that's $14.95, and the panel is $15.50. And then I got some stragglers in from Wyndham from Deep Blue, both of them octopus. So we have octopus in red, green, and orange. Oh, and sort of a teal in here too. All on a white background, somewhat realistic. D529, those colors really pop off that white. $15.95 for that one. And then the same print where the octies are on a deep blue. And so I think these are pretty much the same colors on the white, but you can tell they don't pop quite off the way they do the white. But really nice octopus. D530, and that's deep blue from Wyndham, $15.95. And then a few batiks called Dotted from Robert Kaufman. This is going to be hard to see, but there are sort of bubble dots on this, tonal blue on blue, and it's kind of a royal blue. D531, these are $14.50, and then we have the same motif, different color, a mottled background that's sort of magenta, some deep purple, maybe even some black. It kind of reads to me as kind of purple, and then the bubble dots are sort of reds and pinks on top of that. That is D532, $14.50 from Robert Kaufman. And last, we have a little fun budget flannel from, I think this is 8 Nathan, with dogs on it. So it's not an expensive flannel. It's, you're going to make it for a kid. It'll probably get destroyed. It'll be okay. But we have a bunch of fun dogs on a light blue. Some of them wearing little coats, some of them with a bandana, etc. And this guy's just $9.95, and he is D533. That's it for today. Hours are 11 to 5 every day. Give us a call if you've got any questions, 888-305-0853. Otherwise, we'll see you next Thursday at 4:30.